Looking out over this city landscape, you'd think you're looking at Jerusalem, but you're not. You're looking at Toledo. It's an hour out of Madrid. It's absolutely stunning. A 2,000-year-old city that's a UNESCO World Heritage listed site. It's got three cultures, three significant influences throughout the ages: the Jewish, the Christian, and also the Muslim influences. And it is one of the most fascinating cities you'll find here on the Iberian Peninsula. Once the capital of Spain, Toledo is renowned for its combination of diverse and well-preserved architecture. Walking through the narrow, winding cobblestone streets truly feels like stepping back in time. And given the wide array of buildings, it often feels like you're stepping through cultures as well. It was 1226 and the then Archbishop of Toledo travelled to Paris. He was so inspired by the architecture there, he came back with a grand vision. It was to create a magnificent cathedral that did justice to the capital of Spain, Toledo, back in those days. Now, what they achieved was really remarkable, but it took 270 years to complete the structure. And what's even more incredible about it is it's built on top of a mosque. The cathedral is a place of worship to art as much as religion. You just have to look around it and appreciate the level of artistry on display, from the magnificently detailed El Transparente altar to renowned art pieces from renowned painters like Titian, Goya and El Greco. It's really awe-inspiring. Speaking of El Greco, you can view one of his most commended works nearby at the Church of Santo Tomé. This is the burial of the Count of Orgaz, a massive piece that's been described as one of the most truthful pages in the history of Spain. El Greco was a prolific artist, and this is considered to be one of his most seminal works. It's truly a sight to behold. In the nearby Jewish quarter, you will find this incredible, well, what could only be described as a contradiction. Now, back in the 12th century, a prominent member of the Jewish community commissioned the building of a synagogue. It remains here today, Europe's oldest standing synagogue. And what's incredible about this story is that he commissioned Muslims to build it. Now, they had only ever built mosques in the past. It's really quite remarkable because when you look at the architecture, you'll see this very strong Muslim representation in the way it's all been put together. And somehow or other, it managed to work. My last stop is the stunning church of San Juan de los Reyes. It's a fascinating piece of Spanish history, and the stories behind it are quite remarkable. Like the chains on the outside of the church. The chains that held Christian slaves in nearby Granada. It was the last Muslim territory, and the king and queen took the territory, freeing the slaves. They walked all the way here, hung the chains from the church as a reminder of their freedom. You can visit Toledo as part of Viking's Madrid extension prior to their 10-day Portugal River of Gold cruise tour. It's definitely worth a visit.